What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today the 2020 Halloween event was released. Also, the Revenant Caves have been completely revamped to combat against gold farming and clans. I spoke about this in a previous video, and those changes are now live. A last man standing tournament has also started today, and I'll be talking about all of these changes in this video. The farming gaming mousepads are now available for pre-order on my merch store. I'm expecting them to arrive at the warehouse in around 10 days, so if you want to get your hands on one, be sure to pre-order before they sell out. There's also a shipment of Vorkath mousepads on the way, which should arrive at around the same time. This year's Halloween event involves helping Rick find his head that he accidentally replaced with a pumpkin. With the help of the wizards in the Wizard's Tower, you'll eventually find his head and a spell to help him replace his head. As a reward, you're given a magical pumpkin, which you can plant in your player-owned house in the regular garden. You can then take candy out of the pumpkin, and the candy doesn't heal anything, it's purely cosmetic. You're also rewarded with a new piece of headgear called the Headless Head, and wearing it removes your head, which is pretty frightening. I strongly suggest completing this Halloween event if you haven't done any of the previous ones, and this is because you get all of the rewards from the past events. The past rewards include a range of cosmetic outfits, but also 3 very important rewards that you can't get anywhere else in the game. You unlock 4 new skin colors at the Makeup Mage in Falador. You can change your skin to green, blue, black, and white. You gain access to the Deathly Mansion House Recolor Kit that you can switch to by talking to any of the estate agents across Runescape. The Deathly Mansion coloring makes your house purple and resembles a lot of the houses across the Great Kurand. You also unlock the Hypermobile Drinker emote, so if you want to unlock all of the emotes in the game, you need to complete a Halloween event. You can start the event by talking to Rick, who resides in the woods between Draenor Village and the Lumbridge Swamp. The event only takes 5 to 10 minutes to complete, and if you want to see how to do the event, I'll be showing a walkthrough at the end of this video. With today's update, all of the changes to the Revenant Caves have gone live, along with a few other smaller changes. If you've seen my previous videos about this, you'll know that Jagex has been planning to make some big changes to the caves to combat against gold farming and the clans that facilitate gold farming. Instead of all being in one place in the caves, the Revenants are now spread out across the entirety of the Revenant Caves. With less revs in the one single area, it's a lot harder for clans to lock it down. All of the Slayer monsters that used to roam the caves have been moved to a dungeon near the Black Salamanders in the wilderness. The monsters in this new dungeon have a better chance of dropping Laren's keys if you're on a wilderness Slayer task. Along with the Revenants being spread out across the caves, there is now a fee to enter the cave. You need to pay 100k to enter, and if you die to a player in there, the player that kills you gets 100k. If you die to a Revenant or teleport out, the 100k fee stays in place, and you won't need to pay it again until you die. The caves now have some new agility shortcuts to aid high-level players to get away from PKers. There's 5 shortcuts throughout the caves now, and there's also an entrance to the north of Bandit Camp. Jagex has also introduced a new area setting called Singles Plus. This is a single combat zone, but if a player is attacking an NPC, so a Revenant, they can still be PJ'd and attacked by a player. On top of that, if the 2 players that are fighting each other stop fighting, there's a 10-second timer before another player can attack either of those players. So this stops clans from piling up on one person and unloading all of their special attacks. The entirety of the Revenant Caves is this new Singles Plus setting, and that should definitely help to stop the clan activity that's going on in there. Jagex also made some changes to the loot tables of Revenants, and the exact details of these changes aren't released yet, but I do plan to make a video soon about what's changed. Jagex also reduced the effect that being skulled has on the chance of getting better loot. With this week's game update, a new Last Man Standing tournament begins in conjunction with Amazon Prime Gaming. Between the 21st of October, so today, and the 10th of November, which is 20 days away, you need to win as many competitive or high-stakes games as you can on the normal servers. The top 24 players with the most wins after this time frame will go on to the grand finale, which is on the 14th of November. First place in the grand finale receives 1 year of Runescape membership, second gets 6 months of membership, and third place gets 3 months. All of the remaining finalists will receive 1 month of Runescape membership. It's important to know how to enter the tournament. You need to have an active Amazon Prime subscription. Then you head over to osrs.game/Prime Gaming, and here you can see the Last Man Standing tournament available. Click Link Game Account and then sign in to the RuneScape website, and once you're linked, you can claim your ticket to partake in the tournament. You can claim your ticket at any time during the tournament, and all of the wins from the beginning of the tournament will still count. Alright, so now I'm going to walk you through the entire Halloween event, and I decided to save this to the end of the video, so for those players that prefer to do events on their own wouldn't get any spoilers. For this Halloween event, there are no items required, along with no skill requirements as usual. Bringing 1 stamina potion may help though, but you can easily get away with using none. So to get started, make your way to the woods near the Ham hideout in Lumbridge. And here you'll find Rick, who's a wizard with a pumpkin on his head. He'll ask you to help him find his head, and he suggests checking his room, which can be found in the Wizard's Tower. So make your way to the Wizard's Tower to the southwest and climb up the staircase to the 2nd floor. Here you'll see a portal that leads to Rick's room. And once you're inside, you need to search his bed, and you'll receive a blue clue-like looking casket. Upon trying to open the casket, you're given a riddle. It says that 3 wizards walk into a bar, and the bartender gives them 2 wizard mind bombs and 1 Asgardian ale. Then everyone leaves the bar, and it asks how many people left the bar. The answer to the riddle is 4, and the reason why it's 4 is because it says 1 Asgardian ale, which suggests that there's an Asgardian person in the bar as well. Once you answer the riddle correctly, you get Rick's head in your backpack. So then you need to make your way back to Rick in the Lumbridge Woods. He says that he needs help with replacing the pumpkin back onto his head. He suggests going to talk to the wizards at the Wizard's Tower to work out how to do it, and Rick says he'll meet you back in his room in the tower. So make your way back to the Wizard's Tower and climb the stairs all the way to the top floor. Here you'll need to speak to Wizard Mizgog, who is the one you talk to during Imp Catcher. He tells you that you need to speak to Eve in Lumbridge Swamp to get the spell that will swap their head back. So after your conversation, make your way east to the Lumbridge Swamp, and here you'll see a new fire. Inspect the bonfire on the ground, and once you do, a cutscene occurs where Eve comes in and spawns all of her party friends. After the cutscene, talk to Eve, and she tells you that you need to enjoy yourself at the party before she'll help you out. So then you need to go to the cauldron and grab a drink and drink it. Then you use the dance emote, and then go to the bucket with a gold trim and take a spider out and eat it. After that, you can talk to Eve, and she'll give you the spell that is used to help Rick. So now make your way back to the Wizard's Tower and back into Rick's portal to his room. Once you're there, talk to Rick, and you'll give him the spell. He tries out the spell, and luckily all goes to plan and his head returns to normal. After a small chat, he gives you your reward, the magical pumpkin and the headless head. So that's everything in today's game update. Be sure to go out and do the Halloween event to get all of those past rewards as well as the new ones. If you're an avid PKer, get as many wins as you can in Last Man Standing. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to my channel to help me reach 200k. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.